So let's start here. When did you first find out that Jon Jones was actually leaving the division and vacating the title?
In all honesty, I found out when it was announced. I didn't have any idea.
You had no idea. Okay.
Not
So when did they first come to you about fighting on September 26th?
a couple weeks ago.
And was the plan for you to fight Jan, or initially were they trying to get you to fight Jon?
Well, initially it was just a blank contract. Like whoever we could put in front of you, that's what we're gonna do. Like it was either John or Yan. That was those were the options. But it was all depending on John. Like everybody was like, what's John gonna do? So I agreed to either one, and then they came out with John's vacating, and now it's for the vacant belt with Jan.
Right. And so when you were agreeing to that sort of blank contract, was there a belt attached to it? Like, regardless, were you only fighting on that date if you could fight for the belt?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially on a short notice fight, like you're gonna give me a short notice fight, you gotta make it worth it, you know.
Yeah. Was there ever any talk of an interim belt and not the actual belt?
They mentioned that, but it was like I said, it was all depending on John. They were
Yeah.
like, if he comes back, you know, then obviously you guys are gonna rematch. It's gonna be epic. Everybody's gonna love it. Blah blah blah. And then if not, then it could be for an interim with Jen, or you know maybe, or we'll strip John, or he'll vacate. Like they had all the scenarios, and I was like, all right, whatever. Like, so you're telling me there's nothing I could do about it anyway. So I'm all right.
So as far as you knew, if John agreed to stick around at 205, it would have been you versus Jon Jones too. Like, there was some discussion. Would it be John versus Jan, John versus you? Their plan was you versus John, but it was up to him if he was going to stick around, correct?
Absolutely.
What was your reaction when you found out he was leaving?
Oh, come on, man. That was my reaction. Like, come on, bro. Seriously? Ah, that's whack. But then it was like, all right, well, whatever. The show must go on, you know? Either way, I'm fighting. Either way, I'm going for the belt. So the whole goal is to get the belt anyway. It sucks that, you know, I can't beat John for it at this time, but I'll catch him. I'll catch him later.
Were you surprised that ultimately he decided to leave?
A little bit. It was a little bit shocking. But then at the same time, not because if you look, I try to look at things from other people's perspectives and you know what they've been through and what leads to whatever decision they make. And if you look at it, John, you know, I think truly in his heart, he felt like you know he won that fight unanimously, and he has nothing else to prove in the division. Either that, or he's like, man, I could really lose my belt to this guy. So let's avoid that, and we'll just vacate and go up to heavyweight, and we'll make a run at the title.
So that was actually my next question. Do you believe that him vacating the title and moving up to heavyweight now, because of course it had been rumored and he had talked about it for quite some time, do you believe it has anything or everything to do with you?
Yes, yes, and no. I'm gonna say yes because I do believe that, and no because he's gonna say no.
But you think
But
that he
yeah,
just doesn't want to rematch you?
I think his ego won't let him admit that I'm the reason. I know he doesn't want to rematch me. I mean, it's obvious he vacated the belt. Like, you don't give up something you're proud of. You know what I mean? Like, I win the belt. I'm not gonna be like, oh, no, I'm gonna give it up. Like, I'm gonna go up to heavyweight. Like, no, man, you win. You earned that. Like, why would you just give it up unless you feel like you didn't earn it? You know what I mean?